Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Laajune here. Now we back in it with some more Suicide Squad. Now today we're going over all the in-game detail that was revealed yesterday during the sponsor stream for Suicide Squad. Let me tell you, there's a lot to talk about, and I have to say, Rocksteady is cooking. But if you're excited for Suicide Squad like I am, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, have the notifications on so you can always be notified when I upload a video. But without further ado, let's get into it.
This is where the fun begins.
So with yesterday being the in-game showcase for Suicide Squad, of course they had information in there that was very juicy and that everybody should know about when it comes to the in-game. So of course, you know, I did a thread going over everything that was discussed. So let's get into it. Let me tell you this now, this will be probably a lengthy video, so I will take some water breaks in between some of my talking because there's a lot to talk about. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for the first thing we do have here is about the Bane gear set. Now I do have to say I made a mistake about this one because when the game officially launches, it's going to be season 0 instead of season 1. Season 1 is a entirely different thing. So Bane's gear set is going to be tied to season 0 and it has 3 tiers tied to it. And the meaning behind these 3 tiers is for tier 1 is going to be the basic, you know, Bane set that we have, that we've seen. And for tier 2 is going to have entirely different perks. And tier 3 is going to have even more powerful perks tied to it. So that is really good. I like the fact that they did that. And if you want to see what the Bane gear set looks like, this is what it looks like. You can get a screenshot of it or you can pause the video and read it if you want to, but that's what it looks like. Now, these tiers are tied behind incursion tiers. So incursion is basically like the in-game missions that we will be running. I will talk about that later in this video because we do have a topic about that one. And the thing that is good about this, when season 0 is done, if you haven't gotten the rewards for that, you can actually go back to season 0 and select that and actually do the missions to get Bane gear. So you're basically not losing out on nothing at all if you miss season 0. So that is really good, and I like the fact that they did that. And they also went on to state that for the new seasons that will be coming out for Suicide Squad, they will introduce new incursion missions and other missions as well. And when it comes to incursion missions, we know we have 3 so far. We have the default incursion missions that we know about. We have Killing Time, which is a horde mode. And we have the third one, which is Mayhem, which they did state that the Mayhem is going to lead into a big boss battle. And 9 times out of 10 from this little screenshot that got revealed, it seems like that boss battle is going to be Brainiac. And as you see right here, this is season 0. This is what the HUD will look like for season 0. So we got Infinite Crisis. Oh, I'm blocking it with my camera. I'm dead. You see right here, we got Infinite Crisis, we got Brainiac as eliminated, and these are the mutations that would be inside of the incursion missions to make the mission more difficult so we get more rewards from it. And if you see on the top right, you can actually see that we have different Earths right here. So we got the Earth 1 and Earth 2. And of course, with this being season 0, this is going to be 0, 1, 2. So it seems like they have the first 2 seasons planned out already, implemented into the game. So I don't know, man. It seems like they come in prepared. That's what it looks like to me. And if you see at the bottom of this, you can see it states that the end game intro, we get the next, so we can go on to the next season, and we have the rewards that come along with the season as well at the bottom. I ain't gonna lie, it seemed like Rocksteady, they got it, bro. They already got this stuff planned out, which is pretty dope. Now, another thing that come along with these incursion missions is the fact is you have to have premium coins to activate it. So this is something I was like, this is new. You know, you gotta get currency to go into the in-game mission. And the reason they stated that is if you was able to do it unlimited, it would basically get repetitive and people would get tired of it. But they did state that if you complete missions in the open world for Metropolis and also find like little loot aliens that drop a lot of resources, you can actually get a lot of currency and just go back into the mission and just play so you get those high-end rewards. Now, they did state that if you lose during that incursion, if you fail that mission, once you paid the currency, you will lose that currency. So you basically got to go back out and farm the currency again and go back in, which is understandable. You know, if you die, you're going to lose your coins regardless. So I understand that whole concept behind it. It just caught me off guard at first, but once I had time to sit and think about it, it makes sense because if we were able to go into this unlimited times, it would get repetitive very fast. So it's interesting the fact that they did that. I had to give them that. Now, of course, at the bottom, we didn't get no information on the horde mode. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to see it in action because, you know, the people that were streaming yesterday, those incursion missions, once they got to a different tier set, which was tier 3, that's when it got very, very difficult, and it took a lot of time to defeat that mission. So hey, it is what it is. Hopefully on Monday for the episode 3 we get to see this in action. But another thing we do have is villain synergy weapons. So this activates when you have a notorious weapon and an infamous weapon equipped, which give you a bigger bonus. So you see right here, this is once you have the Black Mask weapon, which we all know about. We saw it in once we got flew out to LA and from the preview event as well. So we know what that does, but we have the Bane set. So once you get the Bane weapon and you have a Black Mask weapon, they will basically give you this pop-up will show up and you will get a synergy for that weapon. So it states that each non-vehicle enemy you kill builds up the terror behind the mask. When terror behind the mask reaches 5 stacks, the next enemy you craze deals 500% damage while it's alive, and you deal 500% more damage while it's alive. Basically is pretty dope. So with Craze, the whole status behind Craze is that once you craze an enemy, they will start attacking their allies, and if you keep them alive, they're going to be doing 500% more damage to their allies, and while they're alive, you're going to be doing 500% damage to all enemies unless that person is alive. So you have to keep that crazed enemy alive to deal 500% more damage, which is pretty dope. It's a nice concept, and I like the fact that they revealed this because this goes on to build that synergy again when it comes to looters. It gets people want to chase stuff to get synergies for their builds, and they did state this a lot during this live stream that builds are going to be very important when it comes to the incursion missions to get to the higher tiers and get the best rewards. So I like the fact that they did this. It sounds super dope. I just cannot wait to get my hands on this as well. And another thing we do have hinted was PvP. Now they asked the question about PvP like 3 or 4 times, and the community manager, shout out to the community manager. Why his name is forgetting me so fast, like I don't talk to him. It's so weird, but shout out to you. I know what you was trying to do, homie, but let's be real. If PvP was not going to be in the game, he would have denied it immediately, but he didn't. He got asked about PvP 3 times, y'all. He dodged the question so many times. And if you heard the rumors, there's supposed to be a PvP mode where it's like Destiny Gambit. So if you guys play Destiny Gambit, you know exactly what that means. So if they actually have PvP in here, man, that's gonna be interesting. Like it's gonna be interesting in a good and bad way, because hopefully they don't try to nerf things if some characters are overpowered compared to others. But then again, it'll be nice to have the extra layer of in-game content and stuff to do in the game overall. So honestly, I'm not even mad at it, to be honest. And we got the last 2 reveals that's going to be in the gear section, which is the neck bomb and a charm. So that is nice. We don't really know that much details about the neck bomb and charm section in the gear tab, so we can't really talk about it so far, but the last 3 is pretty cool. Hold on, I gotta get my water break. Your boy been talking for almost 10 minutes straight without a break. Holy. Damn. All right, so we have clans. So you see right here, this is the clan menu. So with I'm spilling my water. I'm glad it didn't spill a lot, but with clans been inside of the game already, just know I will have a clan. I don't have a name for my clan yet, but I will have one eventually. But if you guys want to join my clan, let me know. I will invite y'all. It's very simple. But I like that fact to have a clan system. That just goes on to already add in that competitive mode towards it, and actually having some people to play with as well. Because as you know, if you're offline, somebody in your clan or somebody in your friend list can pull your character in and get rewards and gear for you. So if they have this, your clan members can just pull you in regardless and just get stuff for you while you're offline. So I like the fact that they added this. This is a very good feature. And we also we do have the Paragon system. This is what the Paragon system looks like in Suicide Squad. So you remember when they stated that it's going to be infinite? These 2 sides are infinite. This one does the damage increase that you do, and I think this is damage reduction right here. But the rest of these are not unlimited. You basically have to they go up to 20. The top row is 20, and these go to 40. These go to 40. So these are 20%, 10%, and this is unlimited. And you can just keep going and leveling these little sections up when it comes to the squad skills. So that is pretty dope. And at the bottom, we do have modifiers activate while you're in higher incursion tiers. So it is stated that the incursion tiers can go above 50. So I don't know what's going to be the limit of the incursion tiers, but if it goes above 50, I could just imagine the gear awards that you're going to be getting from this. It's going to be insane. Like, I don't know, like that's pretty crazy. The fact that they already got modifiers in there and it goes above tier 50 is that's insane, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be a lot of people probably trying to have that competition towards it, just going above 50 and just keep going up and up and up and up and see how fast they could go. And especially with them having leaderboards in the game with global, with 1 player, 2 player, 3 player, and 4. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be some competition. It really is. Now, we do have a little secret little weapon that got revealed, which is the Bizarro weapon. No lie, this Bizarro weapon, it interests me. It really does interest me, because the way it looks, it seems like critical hits crazy enemy, but it takes 10% of your shield, and you shoot Bizarro shots that do damage to crazed enemies to the amount of time they have been crazed by this weapon. And when you do counter hits, you regenerate 2 Bizarro shots and 10% shield. And I don't know, but it seems like this is very powerful, because if you look right here, Shroud, once he activated the Bizarro shots, this man hit 1.6 mil 2 times with 1 shot. It did 3.2 million with 1 shot. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm interested. I'm very, very interested in this. And the fact is that Shroud and all the players that got to play yesterday is already doing millions. I could just imagine what the higher builds are, because they was on the beginning of tiers. Like, they was only on the incursion, the first incursion on tier 3. They was only on tier 3 and they're already hitting millions. So I could just imagine once you get higher and higher what the damage number is going to look like. But that is pretty much it, to be honest. I know the fact that they had it on there where you can see all the customization when it comes to the UI. I'm probably going to have that on the screen, but they weren't lying. You can pretty much turn off everything on the HUD, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. So they really went into that and know that it was probably going to be a lot on the screen. So the fact that they already got it in there, we can turn off pretty much everything in the HUD, that's a W in my opinion. But that's pretty much it when it comes to in-game content. I mean, shoot, it's a lot, bro. Like, to say this is a live service game and for a looter shooter as well, compared to other looter shooters that have come out in launch day, the fact that Suicide Squad has this all on launch and we still haven't seen more of the in-game content, it's, I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think Rocksteady cooking. I'm just being honest. Rocksteady cooking with this one, because I have never seen an in-game, a live service game, especially a looter shooter, come out with all these features day one, in my opinion, from what I've played. But let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this all below. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know which one excites you the most. It's Laajune here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as I enjoyed making it. Before we head out, if you guys are not, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, have the notifications on so you can never miss a video and always be notified when I upload a video. And yeah, I'm gone. Peace.